Greetings, loves. This is Annette of AnnetteLeonard.com, back again with Chronic Wellness. I thank you for joining me here on this New Year's Eve. Obviously, New Year's Eve gives us an opportunity to reflect on the year that has passed, on the year that lies ahead, and I haven't been here for a few extra days because I've been under the weather. Once again, I made my way out into the world for a small event. It was a little gathering in honor of a friend's engagement, and I thought, I'll double mask, and it's a controlled environment. We know that there are just a few people going to be there, and I won't take off my mask. All the things, and still I got sick from being there. And as you know, my spirits have been low, and I think for many, New Year's comes with the promise of turning a page and anticipation of the year ahead and thinking about growth and development and opportunities. And for those of us with chronic illness and chronic pain, those things aren't necessarily what's true. We look ahead at perhaps decline, perhaps our world shrinking further and no new opportunities, and to be greeted with other people's resolutions and planning can be particularly stark contrast. And I'll say for myself that I continually am trying to find ways to reframe, ways to seek out fulfillment in light of those other kinds of achievement not being available for me, not being possible for me. And wanting to have words of hope and encouragement for you that aren't spiritual bypass, that aren't just platitudes, that aren't unrealistic in the face of what's true for my life and perhaps many of yours. I want to point out to you that today I am rocking my first professional haircut since COVID. So check it out. If you are listening to this on audio rather than looking at me on video, I have a fanning arc of a lotus blossom carved into my hair above my left ear. And then here on my right side, I've got a part line put in, and it's just, it felt risky, and yet there were ways in which my stylist was willing to control the environment for my presence that was really generous. And it's remarkable what new life it feels like to just look in the mirror and like what I see. And that, folks, is the reason that I have a hairstyle. It was a commitment that I made to myself when I got off the transplant list, that I wasn't just gonna feel like I was giving up each day by not having something that I liked when I looked in the mirror. And it feels a bit absurd and sometimes decadent and ridiculous to go to such lengths to have a hairstyle when it's for almost no one. And I am at home 99.9995% of the time, but it's for me, and I am worth it. And that's the message I mean to send to you out and broadcast on the start of the new year, is that you are worth it. And that if there are ways that you can infuse meaning or joy or ways to lift gift to your spirit, whether that is in the form of little vanities or setting up regular FaceTimes or phone calls with people who matter to you, or downloading a television program you love, or subscribing to a magazine, or getting out art supplies that you haven't used in years. The world is hemming us in enough ways, and our bodies have enough limitations that it is imperative to find ways to feed your spirit. And so call forth new energy, new meaning, new ways to tend to your soul on this, the beginning of a new year. And be sure to tell us what those things are, because the things that spark joy or positivity or creativity in your world might be reminders to others of us about ways that we might expand the horizons of ours. All right, folks, I am wishing you the very best, and I thank you for being here with me on this, the last night of the year. And until we're together again, I hope that you are finding ways to be well. All the best. See you in 2023.